oil and the other commodities that we talk about here. So, I think the big story now is overnight was the gold. I've been putting out for basically 3 weeks that 11-13-70 is our day pivot that we use for calculation. Remember, that's a proprietary pivot, not a floor trader pivot. And with that close under 11-13-70, I think you're going to see gold get under $1,000. So it's that big story. It hasn't been there for a long time. Also, we'll look at oil and the bond day pivots, and I'll put those out for you. All I can tell you is S&P's initial jobless claims came out this morning, and we're not, just a little worse than expected. And we got unemployment tomorrow, and the bonds, and with gold moving like that, it is trying. I think we're going to get a rate hike. We're going to get a rate hike. Gold moving like that is really alarming me to the fact. And why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't you? If I was Janet Yellen in the Fed and I'm doing a one and done quarter point, I do it now while we're at all time highs. We could absorb it. Earnings this Bloomberg reporting this morning. Their earnings is the worst period of earnings since 2009. Certain sectors are doing well, but that has a lot to do with the fall in commodity prices and especially energy. Most of energy, when oil goes from 113 down to $45, that's a big deal. All right, so let's get into that. Probably a range bound trade today. I think basically because of the fact we got to wait for unemployment tomorrow, so you got the day before. Usually a range bound trade, and we're going from there. Remember, if you got any questions, try to get them into Anthony, and I can answer them before we're off the air, and so on. So let's go to screen share, talk about overnight action, talk about, we're sitting here near all-time highs. So, I think that's what's going to end up happening. So let me get into the screen share. All right. I'm going to start with here. So right here, we're looking at, here's our ES day chart. As you can see, here's the move from all the way down here of 1859. So, we're above everything. We got to go. We got to, on the day, we got to pivots in a buy. We're trying to get back above all-time high. Well, our contract high is 2017, but we know that 2134 is the number that we're looking for here, right? So the ES is just kind of looming or lurking around here for any good news to bring the market to the all-time highs and stop all the woes that were happening basically mid-August. All right, so there we are with the day chart. Let's go to profile. All right. So looking at profile, we've got a high here of 2104.75. We got these single prints left from yesterday up here up to 2108.5. Okay. And then we've got highs right here. So we got a high yesterday of 2108.5. We got a high here of 2109.75. And then we've got a high here of 2110.75. Okay. All right. We go and look at overnight action right here, kind of, low of 2191.50. Okay. We've got a double bottom right here at 2090.50. And then we've got this poor low right here at 2089.5. So basically we've got near-term support right in here at 29.50. And then down below we have some single prints yet that have to be filled in, but I don't think we're going to see that unless the unemployment number comes out bearish, like it did a couple weeks ago, slam down, and then by the end of the day, recover. That's, a scenario that could happen. So that's what we've got overnight. I think, like I said, I think we're going to get some range-bound trade. I'm using 2095 as our bull bear zone today. So keep an eye on that 2095 area. And let's look at this as far as the way we look at it when we put the chart up. All right, so we got a value area high of 21.02 and a quarter. You got a VPOC of 2095.75. Bull bear zone 2095. We're sitting right above our 5-minute pivot, which is sitting at 20, basically right here at 2099.75. All right, that's a 5-minute pivot that's in a buy. Let me bring down the sisters here. All right, so the Russell, the NASDAQ. I'm sorry, here's a NASDAQ. All right. All right. Let me space this out for you. All right. So we've got the Dow in a sell with the pivot up here at 17,869. We got the Russell in a sell right here at 1191.50, and we've got the Dow in a buy. I'm sorry, we got the NASDAQ in a buy right here at 47.17. We got to take that out to go to a sell. All right. That's what we got going on with the sisters. Let's throw on the. Let's take a look at this, and this is the things to be able to do. You know, let's take a look at our 15-minute pivot. Okay, so all right, so we're already kind of mixed. We're through our 15-minute pivot. The 15-minute pivot's in a sell. All right, here we're trading back inside value now again. All right, and then let me go with the 30-minute pivot. All right. The 30-minute pivot is up above, and it's in a sell. So that's telling me we're going to get a two-sided trade this morning, and it's a little choppy. I think that we've got to respect the fact that the market doesn't the day before unemployment you're going to get chopped up. So you need to look at making trades from the extremes in the market today. All right, let's bring in the big story, as far as I'm concerned. All right, here is gold. All right, so I've been telling people now, and that's what the nice thing about when I was coaching football, you started to tell our kids, the picture doesn't lie, the films do not lie. They do not lie, right? So when we used to film them, we used to look at them and say they don't lie, right? All right, so we have had basically from 1191, we've broken our day pivot now, okay, at 11. This was at 11, 13, and then 30. And I've been telling you that for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, about 3 weeks. I've been saying I was bullish gold unless the market took out this 1113. This taking out the 1113, all right. I think we're ultimately going to take out these lows, and I think it's paving the way for gold to head down to $1,000. So that is what I've got as far as our day pivot. All right, let me bring in what's going on gold now. And if we get a rate hike, I think that will be the catalyst to be the nail in the coffin, right? So got the top of value at 1114.10, bull bear zone at 1110.40, point of control 1107.30. And then value area low at 11,530. Bull bear zone right here at 11,1040. Okay, it's come down as you can see. So many days in a row that you're bound to get a little bit of a bounce, but I would not be concerned about. I'm a seller of the rallies as we speak now. These pivots are pretty strong, as you can see. Here's the oil pivot. And I said, I've been telling people that as long as the oil doesn't get under 41.93, we got within $1 of it, and then we had like a $7 rally off of that, and now we're going to see if it can hold that pivot. So, oil under 41.93, I think oil will be heading to make new lows. All right, so currently now we're trading below value. 46.17, point of control 46.35. Bull bear zone at 46.54. Value area high at 47.23. Value area high at 47.23. And as you can see, the CCI and everything is in a sell. All right. So that's what I got going on with oil. And then, of course, bonds are in a holding pattern. All right. Until the Fed can really tip its hat towards when and where. We know when they're going to raise rates. As you can see, we have 152.30 as the day pivot. Okay. Market went up here, kind of got bullish. And then with the Fed's comments and got more dovish, and it's looking like it wants to go back to the 152.30 area. All right. So sort of what bonds are looking at right there, the 152.30. It's been sort of in this range and kind of and nowhere's land until the Fed actually, I mean, look, everybody's tired of hearing about it. I wish they get the one and done and go, right? Forget about it. Let's get it over with. All right. Here is bonds as we speak. Value area high at 155. Value low 154. We got both the bull bear zone and the point of control below us at 154.28 and 154.27. All right. So that's what's going on in bonds. I don't think bonds are much of a trade until after we get a clearer picture of what's going on with the Fed. So I'm looking right here, 2095, right in this area here, 2095 as the bull bear zone. And I think that the market's going to get a two-sided trade. Okay. And like I said, I think that it's one of these days where you're gonna be able to fade extremes. Of course, we got to fill these single prints in, and then we have a bunch of single prints down below. So I think that you're going to have to trade from the extremes today because the market actually could be a flip of the coin of where it's going today. So that's where I think we're at. But ultimately, I think this market's going to make new highs by the end of the year. And that's what I like about the videos, right? Because you can go back and check the videos. I've been telling people, even when the market was down in the 1850s, that I didn't think that was a panic sell, that the correction was needed. And I thought that that we would basically get up to the all-time the new highs of the year by the end of the year. So that's the beauty of the videos, right? So I guess I got to find a way to get that out there so that people understand. I'm not afraid to tell you what I think, right? All right. So let's stop screen sharing. All right. So these are the hardest days when you get these range-bound days. Don't get yourself caught. You'll find yourself making emotional trades, trying to buy tops, trying to sell bottoms because you think there's going to be some acceleration, and you won't get that acceleration because of what's going on with news-based results tomorrow. So I would just look at the first hour of trading, and we'll try to make some recommendations off of that, and get everything moving. Any questions over there, Anthony?
Yeah, a couple, but I covered them.
What were they?
They want you to go over a naked VPAC.
All right,
if you can, or a naked pack.
All right, let me do that again. All right, let me go back to screen share. Let me open this up here. All right. So we all know what a VPOC is, right? So that's the volume point of control. So this software is nice. It will identify. So this is a naked value area. I'm sorry. Let me find if I can find one right here. Hold on. Yes. Okay. So here, this is a naked. If I go back this way, this area right here is a naked 20.85 is a naked value area low. Here's a naked value area high, and then this dotted line here is telling us that it's 20.75. Now, what we have to do though is got to be able to go back. All right. So this was an overnight naked VPOC, right? So you see, here's the date from the 11/2. So right here, the overnight VPOC was 1175, which I don't give as much credence to as I do to the ones that are established um, during regular trading hours, the day trading, because we when we put our information out, we're putting it out during regular trading hours. Okay. Oh, I thought I was sharing. Sorry. Uh, let's go here again. I'm sorry. Share. All right. So naked VPOCs, all right, as you can see, all right, is these dotted lines. As you see right here, we got a, that's not one. We have to go back this way. I'm sorry. So I'll see these lines right here, okay? The dotted lines, it's alerting me to a naked VPOC, right? So here I have a naked VPOC at 2075, but it was formed overnight. So this is during an overnight trading action, okay? And if I go back up here, okay, we have a naked value area low, okay, and so on. So you see here was a VPOC that was naked and got covered up. You see this dotted line? Sorry. So anyway, here's a naked value area low. All right. So if I go over here, that means it hasn't been covered up. Okay. So those are that's the nice thing about this software as we look at naked VPOCs and naked value area highs and lows. We want to be able to identify them to make better trading decisions because they become targets, right? They then become targets. There's in market profile. Does that cover that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So a market profile and all the other. Good morning, Chris. That's Chris just arrived. So in market profile, we look for like everything else. Come here, Ginger. She's the watchdog. Chris came into the office and she was barking at her. So anyway, in market profile and anything that we do, look, you have to find consensus, whether it's value area highs, value area lows, high volume nodes, high volume lows, expected, average daily high from the opening, average daily low from the opening. You're going to look for consensus, and as the market moves, you don't have to catch the bottom of the move or the top of the move. You have to be able to confirm the move is happening, and then pick legitimate targets that are going to be within the time frame, and so that you can exit the market profitably. And if you have, and your goal is that maybe you're starting out with 1 to 2 contracts, and then building your account up where you can put multiple contracts on. You can enter into the positions on and scale in, scale out sort of operations. All the best traders do it that way. All right, but we don't scale into a situation where we think that we're guessing. We have to put numbers. We have to put math behind what we do. Right. Ultimately, the market is all about math and rotation. That's the end of the story. It's about math and rotation. So, so those are the kind of things that we're going to teach you when you get in the program, and also kind of things that you're going to learn from the trading manual, which we cover intensely about forming a trading plan. All right, everybody have a good day. Like I said, got to stay on the sideline until we see what happens. I think it's going to be a 2-sided trade this morning. All right, everybody. Talk to you tomorrow. Good luck.